Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Gerard, Black in the Philippines with the Truth. I'm going to welcome you to my channel, all my subscribers, all my lovers, haters, commenters, triggers, peaches, each and every one of you, and scallywags. Somehow or another, I always keep forgetting that scallywag. I want to welcome you to my channel. Today's the day. Mia has her final exam, and when they schedule her for cesarean. My first two children were cesarean delivered, and it was funny because, I went to the Lamar classes. I went to the classes, to work as a coach, to breathe and all that stuff like that. I worked with her with all that. And I come to find out that when it came to give birth, they had to give a cesarean. And the reason I took those classes because this way I can be in the delivery room when the baby was born. At that time, I didn't know it was mine, but the baby was born. So when it came time, they said, we have to do cesarean. I said, oh, okay, no problem. They said, did you go to cesarean class? I said, no, well, you can't come in. I said, oh, my God. I said, what the flock? I said, you're going to keep me out because I didn't go to cesarean class? Oh, well, that's the name of that tune. And so I don't like this little plant here. Let me see if I can kind of exit out a little bit. There you go. Okay. So anyway, so here we are in the Philippines. Mia's getting ready to give birth, and she's having cesarean. And I started thinking of how fortunate I am that while she's giving birth, I didn't have to, go through. Okay, are the contractions 4 minutes apart? Are the contractions? Is it time to go? Hey, breathe. Here at home, and maybe possibly all the false alarms that could occur. All the false alarms that could have occurred. And so I feel kind of blessed that I didn't have to go through that. Not that I wouldn't mind it at all, I'm telling you, but, I didn't have to go through that. So anyway, today's the day she finds out when they're going to schedule her for delivery. And I know a lot of you have given me dates and all that stuff and what have you, and we're going to play it off and see what date, because she said she could happen as early as tomorrow, Saturday. Today's Friday. I said, wow, really? I said, no, tell them to keep them in there for another week. Give me another week. But who knows what story, how the story is going to go or when it's going to deliver. But today we'll find out. So we'll see what happens with them. Now, I want to speak about my Sunday morning classics. My Sunday morning classics that come on at 7 a.m. Filipino time, which right now, due to daylight saving time, it's 6 a.m. New York time, and what have you, and on Sunday morning. And I noticed that when I go back to what, I didn't put a lot of description in there of what it's about. So I've been working on putting a generic description in there so that when you click on it, you can read what it's about. Also highlight some of the songs and artists who I'm going to be talking about, because I think that's important, and especially this time around, because I'm going to be showing from my archives some special clips of artists that I have and have interviewed over the years. And I think you're really going to like. I don't want to give it away, but I think you're really going to enjoy it. Some of the. Remember, I have your history when it comes to entertainment and music, and also in the arts. But be that as it may, because I'm posting them on YouTube, and they're not monetized, and I haven't got my Patreon page, I'm thinking maybe I should put a GoFundMe, up on here. I do have a GoFundMe page, whereas that those of you who may find some benefit out of what I'm doing, or may find it in their hearts to want to encourage me to continue doing it, can make a donation. Now, I've always had a problem of asking people for money. I just didn't do it. In fact, when I was promoting my magazine, I always had an assistant of course, woo, 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 a nice assistant, to go with me to places. And, I would tell her, okay, look, we're going to work the crowd. I said, you're going to work the crowd because, this one road dog, her name is Alizé. I don't mind saying Alizé. Alizé, I love you to death. I hope you watch my videos, Alizé. I'll see if I can find a picture of her. And what happened was that it was the opening of, not Scores, it was, I forgot the name. It's one of the biggest strip clubs in New York that was ready to open. So I got a call to cover the opening of this strip club. So gonna be a lot of high rollers in there. So open bar, with these type of things and what have you. And so I sat her down. Her and I got a drink, and she was finished. I said, okay. I said, you want another drink? She said, yeah. I said, okay, go get it. And she looked at me. I said, no, you don't understand. When you stand up and you walk to that bar, there's gonna be about 5 guys who are gonna approach you and want to know who you are. I said, all you have to do is introduce yourself as a representative of my magazine, which was at that time SGIB magazine, which is now Filipino Soul magazine, and ask them what their occupation is. If they say they are they work for a law firm and or something like this, and say, well, are you in charge of advertisement? And if they say no, say, okay, move along. And then you find someone who, if someone approaches you and says, do you own a company? You say, yes. Okay, well, I'd like to come see you and talk about, advertising in our magazine. And of course, they would say yes, or what have you, and at that time, she would go meet them and sell them the ad. Now I used to take people who I was training, and walk them up and down the street and go into businesses and promote my magazine to show them how to promote the magazine, page by page, some of the highlights in the magazine and what have you, and say, look, like this. And I said, and then you'll try to get the calling card or something like this in there. And the one girl who I had, when I took her to with me, she went out by herself. First time she went out by herself. And she came back trying to sell me another photographer's studio. I said, oh my God, what are you doing? I had one girl who came in, applied for the job, and while she was learning, she was on her phone texting, hey, like this. I said, no, baby, you got to go. She said, why? Because you're on my time. You can't be texting. So anyway, the point of the matter is that, the girl I was talking about, Alizé, she was very shy and bashful in her own way to be able to, push up on these people, to get them to sell advertisements. So anyway, that's what happened with that. So now what I want to talk to you about real briefly is that I did a video about, foreigners are not Filipinos. Some of you may recall it. Oh, wait, before I say that, let me tell you this. Maybe I have time to tell you that story. But the other day, and I did a video saying, look, it's not my MO to yell. It's not my MO to curse nobody out. It's not my MO to do that type of thing. But the other day on the tennis court, there's one foreigner who I was playing tennis with. He, sometimes call and I say out or in, and my eyes are bad. I can't tell something like this, and it was out, and they kept playing like this, and he said, you called it out. I said, it's okay. So what? He said, when you call it out, the game's out, and he's like throwing the ball over me. I said, wait a minute, mother flocker. Who in the flock are you talking to? And we're in the middle of a whole lot of Filipinos. They never see me raise my voice. And I said, who in the flock you think you're talking to? Do I look like your motherfucking kids? I said, if I look like your kid, why don't you suck my motherfucking phallus? And it was the first time I ever told somebody that. I mean, I'm from the old school, man. You don't invite another man, hey, to fellatio you. I mean, you just don't do it. That's totally disrespectful. But he got me so upset that I screamed it out, "Wah!" Like that. And then I said, "Oh, that felt good." No, I did. But anyway, that's when he got me to that point. The whereas that I just could I wanted to let him know. Now, I always have to equate this. Would you yell at a Filipino like that? Would you yell at someone else like that? Would you yell at, another white guy like that? Then what gives you the right to think you can yell at me like that? Why do you think that I'm so uncivilized that you can't talk to me like a human being and state your case without you screaming at me? So, I had no recourse but to defend myself, and so the way I defend myself was saying what I said. The next day we said, "Hey, good morning," like one of those type of things. We didn't discuss it. But at the end of the game, he wanted to break it down. I said, "It's over with, man. It's over with. It's over with. It's over with." And I tapped on the post. Look, he's still going on about it. So one of those type of things. But okay. I got a few minutes. Here in the Philippines, when a Filipino finds an avenue, a business that's making him money, and he's been doing it for a long time, and he got clients that make him money like this, or put money in his pocket, he's not going to let them go. I'm telling you right now, he's not going to let them go. He's going to hang on to them, come hell or high water, because that's their livelihood. And the chances are of a Filipino stopping a successful business and totally divert track to another business that you ain't gonna make no money in it. I mean, it's a dead horse. I mean, it's almost like being in the dog business and you're making money with dogs, and now you want to stop, do a business, with dogs and want to raise chickens. You know what I'm saying? But you dealing with dogs is helping people, breed dogs or whatever it is the most successful for you. And you even consider yourself as a dog breeder. You're very successful at it. And now you're going to stop it, or you're going to stop it and going to raise chickens. Because I want your service. I said, I want to use your services. No, I stopped it. I don't do it anymore. Now, I don't believe it. I stone cold don't believe it. I think there is a power that be that has put the word out not to do business with Gerard, because, I'm mad at him. saying, hey, like that. And I'm very, it's easy for me to say it's all in my head because I've been known to, to live inside my head a lot and what have you. But it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. The only reason why you don't want to do business with me because someone else told you, because the problem that we had or whatever, that you don't want to do business with me, or you're going to stop trying to stop my business. And the thing is that being foreigners, why would you want to put that type of energy, into the Filipinos about foreigners? Why? We should be, knowing that it's us against the world. We should do everything we can, to pull each other up and help one another. We should never get that trifling, that trifling the ways that you got to go to someone else and say, no, don't help him. No, don't help. Now, mind you, I'm paying good motherfucking money. I'm paying top dollar. I'm paying money. And you're going to tell me you don't want my money? Well, you know what? It doesn't make sense. Only thing that makes sense is that you're doing it at the behest of someone else who probably, you make more money out of because he, his business is a lot more successful than mine. You know, it's almost like if you raising chickens and you got a lot more hens and I got a chicken farm and I don't have so many hens, and so anyway, so you're collecting a lot more eggs than I'm collecting. Why would you go to the person who buys eggs and say don't buy any more eggs from him, only buy them from me? You know what I'm saying? That's the type of thing it is. So the only reason you would do that, unless you're trying to hurt this this chicken farm, right? You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying no, it's okay. Just either leave him alone or either encourage him to continue doing business with him. Because he needs to grow. You see, the thing is that a lot of times, in the AA book, Narcotic Anonymous, on page I think it's like 495 or something like that. I used to remember the page, but it's in the chapter right after freedom of bondage, and it says there's only two kinds of sins in this world. They said the first sin is standing in the way of the growth of someone else. And the second sin is standing in the growth of oneself. So, and now mind you that me and this person, our families got together, we go on outings and all this stuff like this, and you just want to throw all that away. Should have all that because your feelings got hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about the tennis guy. I'm talking about, the guy with the eggs and whatever it is like this. And it's sad. It's sad that some people can't, look beyond their own importance, or to admit that they're wrong. Some people can't admit that they're wrong. And because they can't admit that they're wrong, they're mad at the world. So be that as a way, my brother, I know you'll see this video or you'll hear this video or someone in your family will tell you because they watch my videos. I want to tell you, man, I still love you. I still love your family, man. Why you want to throw it all away because you had to do what was right. You watching Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth? Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elder, always pull someone up. And sometimes you're the only one to see your vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good today. I hope you are too. And if you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ollie Woodson, former lead singer at Temptation One song, treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, make him feel like a king and never say no. You know what? As long as you do the right thing, people might be a little envious of you, but people can't hurt you, man. You're doing the right thing, man. You don't do nothing unnecessarily to get on the wrong side of people, man. Because people will be people. I'll talk to you later.